Hey. Okay. Let's do this. Hey, let me investigate. Thanks. Hello, Xavier. It'll take a while longer. Have you gathered all the necessary data? Ah, it's you. Well, wonderful. We haven't collected all the data we need yet. I believe it'll take a little more time. That said, I've taken this opportunity to think about the structure of the emergency purifier. What? Just a last-minute trick I pulled. According to our previous discussions, we must deal with a two-pronged problem. The Fatui and the Tatarigami within. I trust you'll be able to deal with the Fatui. My part in this, therefore, is to deal with Tatarigami energy. This emergency purifier device is a device that I have purpose-built for that task. However, I'm going to need your help to complete it. Okay, I'll wait. We'll need some special materials to ensure this device functions smoothly within the Mikage furnace. Crystal marrow, which contains an inert form of Tatarigami energy, is an ideal candidate for this task. In truth, the secret of the famed jade steel is that a special method is used to add this very material during the forging process to increase the strength of the metal. Of course, this special method in question is a trade secret. If memory serves, this crystalline ore can be found nearby. Please help me obtain 3 chunks. Well, then you have my thanks. Remember, it's 3 chunks of crystal marrow. Bring them back once you've got them. I have so many. Do I need to collect new ones, or can I just give it to him? Do you have 3 crystal marrow chunks for me? Yeah. Thank you, truly. These shall form the basic structure of our device. Now all we need to do is wait for our beacons to collect enough data. Once we have that data on hand, I will make a few tweaks to this device accordingly. Once all is ready, let us put a decisive end to this incident. I was thinking of theatrical is fun. Okay. Bye for now, I guess. We're gonna go do anecdotes. You have any here? No. We had the Barty last time, and that's about it. Sorry. Excuse my hiccuping. I can't stop. I don't think I have the hiccups. I think it's just a couple. I pray, at least. God, I hate having hiccups. So. Alright, let's go talk to our little cat friend. Eek, there's hacking! Why are there always events right here? Weirdness. It's not Diona, it's Razor. Well, my bad. Looks like you can't get anything.
Stomach upset.
Oh.
Eyes so heavy. Tired. But it's bright out. Branches are swaying. Leaves are so shiny. Eyes hurt. So tired.
Hey, Razor? Razor, buddy, you okay? Oh, Diona's here. Okay. Quick, have him drink this! That was so Paimon's voice. Sorry. Might be odd. Feeling any better? Nope, still Paimon.
Leaves, they stopped swaying.
I'm sorry, Razor.
Bait?
Sorry. Yeah, my dad's only just recovered and I wanted to get him to get some more rest, so I've been using new traps to hunt.
Did not know those were traps. Thought they were gifts. From Springvale. So, I took. Cold cut platter, very good. Drinks good. Carrot flavored valberry, good. Calla lily, vegetable. Gave it to my friend.
If I may, which friend are you referring to?
Bennett.
Bennett! I don't know why. Oh no, I've really done it now. First Razor, now Bennett, and now Sucrose's experimental results are a bust too. It's alright, your friends.
I understand.
I can't get her voice today, I don't know. Ugh, I'm never using traps to hunt ever again. Oh, well, that was supposed to be loud, sorry. Okay. Oh, that was cute and all. Oh, we got an Amber. Looks like another target tracked down by Outrider Amber. My dad is playing with dogs. Hey, girl. Ooh. You got it. Phew, and another one bites the dust. Just where did all these slimes pop out from? Hey, great shooting, girly pop. Oh, it was just a slime. Every night can do that. I don't know why, but their numbers out here in the wild have been skyrocketing recently. They even started attacking travelers on the roads. In order to ensure the safety of the area, both the Adventurers Guild and the Knights have had to send people out on patrol to eliminate the monsters. Between ensuring the city is well guarded and pursuing monsters beyond its walls nonstop, everyone's been run ragged. People are so tired they can hardly deploy their wing gliders. And before Albedo comes up with some sort of solution, someone's got to get rid of the monsters, right? Aren't you exhausted too? Me? I'm doing fine. After all, I'm used to fighting out here, so I know how to conserve my strength and choose the best way to engage. We can talk more later. I've got another area to patrol. You should head back to Mondstadt for now. I'll see you around, traveler. I like doing her voice. Let's get these one wheel. Okay. Tracked down by Outrider Amber. Alright. Sorry. That is the most fun to say. To be clear. Alright, let's do this one. just like it. Ugh. I'm not looking to start. Chi-Chi. Oh, it's both of you. Oh, cute. Okay. Oh, hi. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to get on this tree. Come here, tree. I'll take the legs. That's not what I'm here for. Okay, this tree then. Help me out, tree. Ah! Alright. Back to my little friends. Hi, guys. Wow. It's beautiful. I'm so glad you like it. When I saw this view before, I just knew I had to find a chance to bring you here to see it too. I like it a lot. But... what's wrong? Did we have to walk too far to see it? No. Are you hungry then? Or thirsty? I've got coconut milk in my bag. Would you like some? It's not that. It's okay, Chi-Chi. I'm here. I'm listening. Just take your time. I'll forget this place soon. Yeah, I know. I can only remember things I can write down. Things I can't write, I can't remember. I was so happy today, but if I can't write it down, I'll forget. The color of the leaves, the whirling wind, and your hand, Yao Yao. I'll only remember your name. That's good enough. Hey-ya! Hand. Hey, don't you worry, Chi-Chi. I've got a great memory. I can remember all the phrases that Master teaches me to remember spear moves after only a few repetitions. Also, Yanfei's taught me some super cool, associative mnemonics. For example, some of the leaves today were golden, like the bells on my head, and others were green, like the white jade radishes in my basket. Leave all the things you can't remember with me. I won't forget them, I promise. Besides, this isn't the only time we'll visit this place. We can come every month or drop by whenever we feel like it. Master always says that diligence can make up for a lack of talent. We'll just visit this place more often. And who knows, you might just be able to remember it. Really? Jazzy, stop. Stop your licking. Stop, please. Stop, please. Stop, please. Please. I'm begging you to stop. I hate the noise. Ugh. Of course, Master said so after all. I'm not sure if that saying applies here. Well, at least they're having fun. Or did I use the saying wrong again? I don't know, but I believe you, Yao Yao. Then let's make a pinky promise. I'm Streetward Rambler's disciple, and my word is as good as bond. Okay, I will write this down. This area is safe. We'll spend some more time with them before the sun sets. Alright, try this, Yao Yao. Oh, you cooked a meal too? I do happen to be feeling a little hungry. I wrote this one down. It needs to get into her life. Ugh, we got two. Let's do them. I need to navigate to these. I don't want to deal with that. I will. should have spent your salary on a good meal for yourself, or saved it or something. To waste it on nothing is... You're my closest kin, Master. According to the customs of mortals, I should demonstrate filial piety.
Xianyun? Shenhe? What are you two talking about?
We meet again, Shenhe. Hey, girl. It has been a while indeed. Have you come all this way to visit one, then?
Oh, of course!
Oh,
Friendships need to be maintained from time to time, don't they? Also, Paimon overheard you talking about a good meal. Is there something Paimon should know about that?
We were not discussing food, Paimon. Master was simply giving me guidance just now. Many of the restaurant's younger customers have signed their parents up for the most popular group tour around. When I heard that their tours were designed specifically for seniors, I signed Master up as well. They're called Senior Joy Tours. Here, have a look at the pamphlet.
O'er mountains tall and rivers wide, come see Liyue's wondrous sights. Accommodation at special guest suites, tasting authentic local delicacies, traveling in exclusive carriages. Wow, Paimon kinda wants to try this out too!
I would too. One had already traveled the length and breadth of this land long before the name Liyue even came to be. What sights would there be to witness that one has not yet beheld?
Also, a trip this luxurious couldn't have been cheap, right?
It cost 3 months of her salary, and then some. And you didn't think to confer with one before putting down the deposit either. Well, one shall have to act now, surely. I would gladly spend my entire salary if it meant, if it would make you happy, Master. Oh, you silly. It is enough to have your devotion, Shenhe. But now that it's come to this, Shenhe, let us... Understood. I'll cancel the registration on your behalf, Master.
Huh?
Huh? You're right, Master. I was too impulsive. Her eyes are so cool. The tour group manager was very convincing, but I'd rather listen to you, Master. I'll find him and cancel the registration as soon as possible.
Wait, haven't you paid the deposit already?
Right. Leave the matter of getting the Mora back aside. It would be such a hassle. It's no trouble. The manager promised me that the cost would be refundable. I'll try my best to negotiate with words, and if an altercation occurs, that will only make things easier. What you... Forget it. Go do what you must. The hour grows late. I shall return and cook for Shuyu.
Uh-oh. What do we do? She's mad for sure. Come on, we gotta think of something.
Is this our business?
Hey!
She won't stay angry for long. For sure. Master's angry? Why would that be? After that, she's still upset at how I spent my salary?
No, she's definitely not mad at you. Don't blame yourself, okay?
This poor lady.
But even though she said she didn't want to go, she's really proud of you anyway. You should have seen her smile while we were chatting. Any wider and it would have split her face in two. She's probably just disappointed because she was looking forward to this trip. And it went up in smoke.
So if we proceed as originally planned, she'll be fine. Is that what you mean?
What do you think, Traveler?
How about I design an exclusive custom itinerary for Xianyun instead?
An exclusive? Ooh, Paimon gets it! You're going to put together a travel itinerary tailored just for her, right? That sounds like a good plan! Nice one, Traveler! Oh, and what do you think, Shenhe?
You're the experienced one here. I trust you.
Just leave it to us! She's the world-famous traveler, after all, and Paimon's her super awesome guide. We'll come up with a trip that's up to Xianyun's standards for sure!
An Adeptus Abroad, the Great Pleasure Excursion. Let's go.
Yep. Since she's seen all there is to see in Liyue already, let's take the opportunity to bring her to places further afield! We're spoiled for choice, though. Where should we recommend she go first?
Mondstadt. Duh.
Makes sense. That's where we started out too, after all. Mondstadt City, Star Snatch Cliff, Windrise, and Sweet Madams! Oh, gotta jot everything down.
Give this Mondstadt travel guide to Xianyan. Xianyan. Navigate to the boy. And those here for some fun.
I just like to make people smile.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
I am no gambler. He's nothing. There's something about running up the stairs.
Fun.
Hey, a seat with a view. And with that, the fate of the Boudoir Brotherhood was sealed.
Buddy. I wonder how this tea will taste. Ah, excellent timing. Hey. I asked someone to buy a few bags of good tea leaves from Fontaine. Quite the pricey purchase, if I might say so. I've long heard of the difference in water and soil makeup between Fontaine and Liyue, so I've been curious as to the flavors tea leaves from the former will produce. Why don't you also get some water from there? You do have a point. Though as the ancients say, living waters silt once drawn. Were we to fetch water from Fontaine, the turbulent, tiring journey may rob the liquid of its flavor, rendering the resultant tea lesser as a result. Is there really that much into water? To brew a good cup of tea is no less demanding a task than organizing an army for battle, along with all the elements that entails. Buying good tea leaves is akin to elevating a wise and capable general to command. Yet if the water and tea set are lacking, and if perhaps even the climate and weather not suitable, then no matter how outstanding the general, if burdened with incompetent officers and feckless soldiery, the battle will certainly be lost. As such, rather than chasing distant solutions, it would be better to simply brew this tea with some spring water from Liyue. Perhaps the blend of two natures might produce a unique flavor all its own. It should be about ready. Try some if you would. Tea. Thanks, bud. Any more? Aha. Go up a lot. In fact, I'm gonna go to a different teleport for that. She seems to be on the edge of the cliff. prevails throughout the land, and all things are made new as buds in spring. This is still an auspicious era for humanity.
Hey, Shanyan! You're here after all!
Ah, it's you two.
You seem like you're in a good mood. Right? You're not angry anymore, are you?
Huh. Do you believe one to be so small-minded? One has already conferred with Shenhe, and indeed your selection has proved well considered. This is Star Snatch Cliff, then? A name well given. The wind here differs from the rest of Mount Aokang, being more lively and carefree. Yet suits me still.
Oh, we're glad you like it. We would have felt awful if we made you spend all that effort climbing up here only for you not to enjoy yourself.
Effort? One soars upon the wind and sees all for leagues around. It was but trivial to seek this place. And were one to begin climbing from the foot of this cliff, it would have been but a short way up by winged foot. Hardly what one might call effort.
That's true. Paimon almost forgot that she's a big illuminated bird.
Big bird. What insolence! One's ears are exceedingly sharp as well, thank you.
What Paimon means to say is that we're no match for your super-duper adeptal powers. She can attest to that. It was a tough climb to the summit the first time we came here.
Things weren't easy for us back then. No need for such modesty. The past is the past, not the present. One has never misjudged. Or do you claim that, even with a prodigious talent such as yours, scaling this cliff would not now be nigh effortless? Well, you put it like that.
Speaking of, why are you alone? Paimon thought Ganyu, Shenhe, or the others might come along with you.
Is that so strange? One's disciples all have matters they must attend to. Even Shuyu at her age trains hard, knowing that time is of the essence and is not to be frittered away. In any case, leisure such as this is most gladsome. One has always gone where one pleases after all, and one is both pleased and at ease when alone.
You really are like one of those wandering heroines from the stories.
Really now? Well, in that case, I trust you're familiar with this Fontanian camera? Since I do not often travel far abroad, do take a few pictures for me, would you? The camera has been properly set up. You only need to stand at a distance and press the mechanism. The only question is, what pose should I strike? Any suggestions? Strike a cool pose, duh. Let us do so then. What do you think? Does one's hair remain properly coiffed? It's great. I want to try all the poses though, the last pose. Had I known, I would have brought that silken scarf that Ganyu gave me. How about this then, against the wind? As it should. We're doing cool poses. I think it's the best one. Will this do? Yup, it's perfect. I had the right instinct. Indeed, one is ready. I'm thinking, boop. Are you done? Let one inspect your work. Not bad at all. She's so Bayonetta, by the way. Good work. Now, let one take some pictures for you as well.
Huh? Us too?
From how you spoke of this place just now, it holds a significant place in your memory. Surely you must have had many new thoughts now that you've visited it once more. Why not capture the spirit of the moment then? That way you may relive those feelings when looking at this picture in the future.
Oh, that makes total sense. Alright then, let's take some photos. Thanks a lot, Shanyan.
This camera is rather ingenious. The image is sharp and clear. Wipe the corner of your mouth, little one. We shall commence shortly.
Right, sure. Did Paimon not wipe off the biscuit crumbs from breakfast?
Here's a little Paimon. Sorry. Come on then. What's in your mind as you stand by the cliff? How do you feel? Very happy. I still can't forget.
Paimon gets you.
Have you decided what expression to make then? One shall press the shutter shortly. Now I'm happy.
Paimon
It's so
too.
cute. Paimon! This'll do. Alright. Just as one thought it would turn out. Excellent indeed.
Ooh, Paimon wants look.
Where's all the scenery? Is something wrong? You've traveled all over Tibet for years on end, and in the process, even its most wondrous sights may have grown mundane. As such, it is the emotions you feel as you travel that are the most
But
present.
the photos you had us take of you had a whole eye full of pretty scenery. Why the change?
How could these two things be comparable? One's trip was made specifically to lay eyes on mountain and water, and since it is also one's first time, capturing the scenery is but the logical choice. Moreover, how would those two old fossils know where one has been without ample visual evidence? They are not the only ones who know how to go gallivanting behind one's back. Anyway, one has had great fun today. Your travel guide shall be followed to the letter, so do not fret. Thank you for your help, in any case. Go now and see to your own business. You need not attend me every hour of the day. I like doing her voice too. I don't know what her actual voice is like, but I like doing my voice and voice. Okay. I'm not seeing anything. Cool. Oh, there you are. Don't think that I missed you. Jazzy. What? Okay. Great teleport. Gotta love it. Alright, let's talk about calligraphy and sword. Thanks. It says I'm like right on top of them. I love bamboo shoot. Aha! We have two friends and a bamboo shoot. Hey guys. I ride on wind and cloud alike. Okay, alright, no need to bring this up again. But this is an emergency. If this doesn't work out, I'll ask my aunt for help. You mean Miss Shenhe? No, please don't drag anyone else into this. Otherwise, Here I come to save the day. Traveler, well, what perfect timing you have, I didn't read that, sorry. I fear this affair is a bit more complicated than that. Do you still remember that novel I wrote under the pen name Genshin? I'm ashamed to admit this, but my handwriting is so messy that every time I send the editors a manuscript, they will send several letters in reply asking me about this word or that sentence. Correspondence like that takes too much time, so the editorial department and I agreed that I should try to finish a few days early. After I finish, I submit it to the department and have an editor retranscribe the text for me. Jazzy, please, with the licking. She's licking a pillow. Then it is handed over to the other editors to print and publish. Sounds like quite the ordeal. Indeed, I also feel pretty bad about the whole thing, so I often send them snacks as a token of my gratitude. But then I received a letter from them a few days ago. As it happens, the main editor has suddenly fallen ill, and now there's nobody else to do the transcribing. With such a well-staffed department, only one of them can read your handwriting? Yes. Your writing truly is a lethal weapon in and of itself. Godspeed. Please don't make fun of me. So how's Chongyun's penmanship? See? That was her first reaction too. No, absolutely not. Stop bringing that up. Wait, does this mean that Chongyun's handwriting is also awful? Not at all. His handwriting is lovely. If anything, his talismans look better than my prose. So why aren't you asking for help? I've told him that as well, and he agreed to let me transcribe the work at first. But before I could copy more than a few sections, Xingqiu suddenly grabbed me by the shoulder and began shaking me and telling me to stop. For a moment I wondered if my penmanship was terrible or something, but then he suddenly blurted, "You just transcribing is one thing. Why'd you suddenly have to start reading it out loud as you wrote?" Well, I think your writing is excellent. The narrative is interesting, and each character has their own catchphrases. Poems? Anyway, I couldn't help but read it aloud. Especially when the heroine named the Flying Fox took the antidote down the mountain. You wrote a poetic header for that one too, didn't you? As I recall, it was clothes stained with wine and mortal sod, unwelcome in sword realms in the world she trod. Sword realms, the world she trod. You Chang'an, please just stop. Well written indeed. Is there more? Let me read it. Let me read it. That said, while the story itself is good, it's also quite complex. I found myself failing to understand a lot of the details. For example, why the drunken sage suddenly agreed to help, and how the 13 blades of the drunken sect that belonged to him were stolen. Right? Xingqiu writes amazing novels, and he's also penned quite a few excellent short stories besides, such as... Wait, why is your face so red, Xingqiu? Joe? Do you feel chillies while we're looking? Please, you two, have mercy on me, I beg you. If you say any more, I fear my fingers shall crush the hilt of my sword. I'd rather attend half a dozen social banquets than listen to people I know read my work back to me. Tell you what, typewriter. A typewriter? I've heard of those. They're wondrous machines from Fontaine, yes? With one hand, you shall be free. With one in hand, you shall be free from writing by hand. Truly? That is wonderful news. I look forward to being forever liberated from the tyranny of calligraphy. The ingenious inventions of Fontaine are truly something. I usually only ever hear of them from my brother, yet never had the chance to touch them myself. Wait, hold on. Doesn't my brother often go with our caravans to Fontaine? He must have heard of typewriters, surely. He knows my calligraphy is poor, that I'm always writing, and yet he's never once mentioned them to me. Forget it. Now's not the time to worry about things like that. In any case, no matter how marvelous such devices are, there's no way for me to borrow one right now. If all else fails, you read, all right. Well, at this point, that does seem like the only way. I was just joking before about incorporating your remarks into a novel, but as it turns out, you'll be the one committing mine to paper. Perhaps this was all predetermined. Call it fate. That's cool with me. Yes, I suppose ours are intertwined indeed. I'll go back and organize the manuscript. Once I'm done, I'll invite you over so I can dictate the text to you. Once you're done, Xingqiu, would you mind showing it to me? I'm really quite curious about the Flying Fox. Chang'an, please spare me already. He's so whiny. Such a whiny little guy. Great. Okay, I turned down the volume of my controller, by the way, so you won't hear it. I apologize if you really like hearing it. It's because, and this is also the reason I don't do commentary during the day, my father works in this room, and he has meetings, and I try to be considerate of his meetings. That's also not what I want to do. Sorry if that made you feel exposed, viewers. Feels like it was just one. Anyway. Put sucrose. Sucrose. Not quite what I was going for, girly pop. I guess maybe it doesn't do anything. I'm gonna try one more time now. 3, 2, 1. And
Animal test 6308.
oh, it did. You can blow away the leaves. That's fun. Nope, I pressed the wrong one again. Sorry. Oops.
My demon expelling mind.
Hello, friend.
Hey there, Shanyan! We meet again!
Quiet now.
What is it?
Be sure that you do not scare yonder pigeons away. One has awaited them here for quite some time. Failure is not an option.
Oh, do you also want to have some grilled fowl?
Come on. A preposterous notion. One has never taken an innocent life, nor shall one start. It is a photo-taking opportunity that one seeks here.
Sorry, Paimon was overthinking things there.
May I help you? Sure. Your abilities are most worthy of confidence. Do bear in mind that you may catch both the giant fan blade mechanisms and the pigeons on the bridge in the frame. Hardly a challenge to you, one trusts. Yeah, no worries. Let's do it. Now then, what pose should I strike this time? Let's try dazzling. How about this? Are the fan blade mechanisms and pigeons within the frame? Yes, they are. But let's try to blend in. One has observed the soldiers outside the city doing thusly. That's kind of cute. We'll do that. Go ahead then. So cute. Done then? Let one peruse the results. Well done as always.
So, where have you visited recently?
Not long ago, one followed your guide to Windrise. Fields verdant and lush, a giant tree surrounded by winds of wisdom. Truly a blessing.
Oh, we wrote all about the spots that we've been to that we thought were awesome. Windrise is a great place for a nap too, since it's nice and cool.
As for the rest, they have been captured on camera. Here, have a look.
Let Paimon see! Let Paimon see!
Paimon, you're so cute. Aww.
Paimon gets the concept, but why is this windwheel aster so huge?
For fun, Paimon. That we call a close-up.
And what's with this super blurry picture?
Alright, that one's, an artistic conception of one's masterful making.
Oh! Okay, anything else?
One has also sampled the delicacies of Mondstadt City. Yum.
Ooh, now this one looks great! The deliciousness is just oozing out of the picture.
Love that voice. And this is a bird's eye view. Oh, Storm Terror.
Whoa! How did you even manage to take
Bird,
this picture?
Paimon. She's a bird. One needs only to fly it into the clouds, of course. A trivial matter.
So it really is a bird's eye view.
Very well-timed crane. I love that. Looks like you got a lot out of this trip and enjoyed your time here. Indeed, a foreign land though this was, your guidebook ensured the smoothness of my travels with many a pleasant surprise. Now then, one still has a leisurely stroll through the wilds planned while daylight yet lingers. Do not fret, one has your text on hand yet. That rhymes. Incredible. Okay. I think that's gonna be the last one that I see today. Oh my god, it's not. Sorry. It makes it sound like I don't like it. I do. It's just... I want to move on to another thing. Okay. Let's go to our boy. brother's right. I'm a writer of books, but no seller of them. Hey, done scoring on the manuscript. Just about. Only a few chapters left. It's just... can I ask you a question? How much do you think my calligraphy could sell for? There's some things money can't buy. Oh, come on. What's with that old-fashioned talk? I'm being serious now. I don't know much about the calligraphy market. Thank you. At least you're not couching it in business jargon like they do at home. Pen words are worth their weight in gold, and there's no markets for such prices as you might command. Earlier, I asked my brother about the typewriter situation. He cut me off just as I was about to ask why he hadn't brought one back for me. Can you guess what he said? That it was on purpose? No, in fact, he'd actually bought one a long time ago. He even knows everything that's happened recently and asked me to try the typewriter to see if the size was appropriate. What? As it turns out, it did. In fact, its dimensions had been modified to suit the dimensions of my palms, which made it very comfortable to use. What? He even said that, in an emergency, I could use this typewriter for my novels and other writing needs, and that he'd already notified my great-grandfather of the arrangement. As to why he didn't just give me the typewriter earlier, it was actually because he was hoping I could eventually improve my penmanship. They say that to see a person's writing is to see them also. Handwritten words will always give the reader a greater sense of closeness to the author. My brother said that he was also willing to part with the Chronicle of Cleansing Ink rather than sending me the typewriter straight away, because he felt that while my handwriting wasn't up to par, it still showed a sense of remarkable style and vigor. As such, he feared that were I simply to keep using a typewriter, I'd forget how to write with a pen altogether, thus ending any possibility for my improvement in calligraphy. I thought he'd say the handwritten work was more valuable. To be honest, he had me sweating there too. I was so nervous I almost crushed my teacup. I was afraid he might say something like, in business, closeness is communication, and communication is connection, and connection is mora. As such, practice one's penmanship is zuri mora. If he'd said that, I would have had to flee to Chongyun's place and stay there for, maybe 10 days to 2 weeks. Sounds reasonable, then. Yeah, he never talks about business with me, he just lets me live my life. But, even though he says nothing about it, we have too many business dealings for me to not know that to see a person's writing is to see them also, and find who is written here, and where it go. A single article of my great-grandfather's writing is worth hundreds of thousands of mora, and a letter from my brother can bring someone here just to say a personal thank you. When I went out with my brother on a courtesy call, I even saw someone who had hung and framed a congratulatory note left by my great-grandfather. Now take a look at these books. These are novels I just wrote, and the contents are completely identical. But when I signed one of them, the last stroke I penned went a few inches wide, and voila, they can sell for 200 extra mora. The words are all the same, the writing hadn't changed one bit either, but the price changed, all on the account of the length of a single stroke. Congratulatory notes have the same content, but everyone would hang my great-grandfather's up on the wall and carefully preserve one that my brother sent. I know that these are just trivial matters of business, and no one really cares what the letters themselves say. It's all about who sent it to them. It's just... I remember every letter you've ever written. I keep them all, I got them all, and I keep good care. I know, thank you. It's been tough on you reading my scribblings. I'll learn how to use that typewriter as soon as possible. We shall soon be forever rid of badly written letters. I like your handwritten letters. Alright. In that case, I shall continue writing to you in my finest illegible calligraphy. Sorry, I'm not drunk. But should you ever find my letter neat and orderly, please do come find me as soon as possible. I may have been kidnapped, or perhaps I just really want to see you. Oh, would you look at that? It's getting late. I shall see you later, traveler. I wonder if Mr. Shifan also turned to the sword because he did not want to see the products of his pen peddled for coin. Alright. My voice is tired of doing that voice. Oh my god. I should do all the ones I can today. Actually, how many days are left? That's not
Auto reconfiguration is on.
32 days. Also, geez, you think they could give a few more rewards considering how many frickin' anecdotes they gave? Alright.
So, are you buying or not?
I'm going to do something different. I'm going to switch it up. I'm gonna do... guess I'll do should I do a story quest or we'll do a hangout. Beetle. Go. Pirate time! Fun fact about me, I will be doing a pirate voice. I might make my voice tired again, but I just don't. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna unplug my headphones because I am gonna get a beverage. Oh wait, no, I have water right here. Never mind. Well, would you look who's here? Look like it's gonna be a day to remember. Guys, look who the sea washed up.
Ahoy there, traveler! So Captain really did invite you to join the homecoming celebration.
Hey, I heard that you took care of another crisis while you were in Inazuma. Are the rumors true?
Yes.
That's what I heard, too. Thanks to you, Inazuma's Vision Hunt decree was finally put to an end. Well done, traveler.
Thank you.
Captain's got quite the eye for people. She said she was sure that your trip to Inazuma would stir up some waves. And sure enough...
All I wanted was to chat with the Electro Archon, to be honest.
Look at you, being so modest. We all know what you did to protect Liyue Harbor.
Yeah, it wasn't the goal.
I've heard that they tell stories about you in Mondstadt, too. The honorary knight. Pretty impressive.
Thanks.
I'd say someone of your caliber would be right at home in the cracks. Right, sailors?
Oh, I would love
That's
to
right.
be a pirate.
Wow, I'm getting excited just thinking of being the traveler's crewmate. Hey, what do you say we arm wrestle?
I was worried you'd be too busy to show up.
Sorry, that was me arm
Oh.
wrestling.
Captain on deck!
Captain, we were just trying to talk the traveler into joining the crew.
Yeah, come on, Captain Beto. Surely you've got a way to get the traveler on board.
Well, she's on board right now for the celebration, isn't she?
Yeah, but just one celebration together is not enough. You know what we mean, Captain.
All right, I get it now. There is something special about you, traveler. You earned everyone's respect, myself included. So it goes without saying that the Crux would be honored to have a crew member such as yourself.
No doubt about that.
But then again, a hero like yourself doesn't just set off on a journey without some bigger purpose in mind. So should a hero really drop what they're doing just to spend day after day drifting at sea with us? Well, if that were the case, then the Crux, known for always moving forward to the next horizon, would instead be holding someone back.
Right. I guess we didn't think that part through.
Remember, rather than seeking out strong members to join us, you should be focusing on making yourselves the strongest that you can be. If we are powerful, they will come to us. Isn't that why everyone here chose to come aboard in the first place?
Yes? A strong sailor is always looking for a sturdy ship.
I guess I almost forgot the first lesson you ever taught me. Thanks for the reminder, Captain.
Just be sure you all keep that in mind. Now, there's no more need to hound the Traveler, as you were. The Traveler and I have something to discuss. I'm glad you came. Welcome back aboard.
The crew seemed excited to see me. Thanks for helping out back there. Yeah.
Nah, don't mention it. As a host, it would be pretty embarrassing to continue letting my guests be put on the spot like that. I can't go getting too caught up in my own reputation, though. That's certainly not how the Crux made it to where we are today. As the head of the fleet, my task is to keep us on the right course, no matter how turbulent the seas may become. But then again, the crew isn't usually this riled up. It's not that they're arrogant, they're just bubbling with ambition, that's all. Their excitement today comes from their great respect for you, both your strength and your character. So please, don't take it the wrong way.
Why would I? I'm actually quite interested in the life of a sailor, and why would I should be thanking them for taking me to Inazuma? Second.
All good then. Great. Actually, speaking of Inazuma, I think your good luck must have rubbed off on me on the way over. I made an interesting find on the beach shortly after we parted ways. Let's talk about it over there, where it's a little quieter.
couldn't see.
So after we
if
dropped
there
you
was
off
a
in
whip.
Rito, we found a shipwreck nearby. Probably belonged to Inazuman pirates. We searched the wreckage and found a map. At first, I thought it was a nautical chart. I was thinking we might discover a new sailing route if we were lucky. But after a closer look, I realized it wasn't a map of the sea at all. It was a Liyue treasure map, and no ordinary one at that.
Is an evil chi active in the area, or is there a great demonic presence in the area?
Nothing like that. I just mean that the map was a mess. So it was the most I could do to figure out that the treasure was probably in Liyue. As for its exact location, I have no idea. I'd say I've explored Liyue pretty extensively, but still, this one managed to beat me. So, I thought of you. Nobody can beat you when it comes to treasure hunting on land, right?
You know me too well, or I wouldn't say I'm the best treasure hunter of all time. Only the best to date. That's funny.
Is that right? Well then, it looks like I'm in good hands. Here's the map. See what you can make of it. So, where do you think it is?
I think it's Greenland Plains, just very badly drawn. It's just I would say the plains.
Guili Plains. Huh, I never would have gotten that. How can you tell?
College treasure hunter's resolution compared against regular maps topography. Loosely resembles to.
Oh. Okay then.
You didn't get to look at an actual
So
map.
you do live up to the hype. I can't believe you noticed that. You sure have an eye for detail. Let's head over there and take a look. I'll need you to help me zero in on the specific location once we're there.
Yeah, I stand by what I said, though. I feel a fool. Let me go select the quest again. Dang it. It's really hard to do. Sometimes you just need a piano. Well, stuff's not a piano. Oh, it could be a harp.
It should be around here, right? Hmm? Who are they? Oh, it's a bunch of treasure hoarders. I guess the treasure's for real then. There are quite a few of them. If things go south and fists start flying, stay behind me. I'm more than a match for these amateurs.
Stop. Okay. Do I get to be
Keep
her?
digging, boys! Once we have our hands on the treasure, everyone gets a share!
You can all hold it right there!
Huh? Who's that barking orders? Do you know who you're up against here? Keep going if you got a death wish. What the? It's... Captain Beto. Run, boys, run!
Nobody move!
Golden alligator.
Captain Beto, Lord of the Ocean. This is all my fault. I didn't know who I was up against. I don't have a death wish. I swear. I got a big mouth is all. It's always saying things it shouldn't. I swear I'll wash it out with soap the moment I get back. Please, have mercy. Will you spare us? Well, spare them, at least. These guys are just trying to put food in their mouths. They'd never hurt a soul. If you need to take anyone, take me. Please, let them go. It was me that disrespected you. They never did and never would.
Is that right? Fine. Seems like you've got a heart in there somewhere, seeing how you treat your crew. I'll let you off the hook this time. Get out of here!
Thank you, Captain Beto. Thank you.
Wait.
Yes? What else might the merciful and mighty Beto require?
This treasure's still up for grabs. The Crux fleet honors the rule of first come, first served. You found it first, so name your price. I can't have any rumors going around about Captain Beto stealing other people's treasure, can I?
Captain Beto, we wouldn't dare take more from you. Take the treasure as an apology for my foolish words. Please, take it. Please.
Oh? Well, if you insist. I accept your kind offer, and I'll make you one in return. You don't seem like terrible folks, so let me help you get onto the right track. If you want to mend your ways and put all this behind you, the Crux can probably arrange some odd jobs in the port for you. It'd be humble work, but at least it'd get you on your feet and making an honest living. A much better deal than what you've got going now, if you ask me.
Wow, thank you, Captain Beto. On behalf of me and all my boys.
Right. Let's see what we've got in here. This isn't what we're looking for. Let's look around. Maybe we'll find it. Those rocks look kind of weird. Let's see if there's anything there. Nothing. Let's keep looking. What are those hilly trolls digging for? Wait, actually, I've heard they sometimes dig for buried treasure. Let's go take a closer look.
A touch of frost. Curb your fury. One with my blade.
Lightning slash! I'll race you there. Let it rain. Take this!
Nope, not here either. Now that we've searched all the places of interest in this area and come up with nothing, you got any ideas?
Well, what is the treasure you're looking for?
It's,
Captain Beto! Captain Beto!
Huh? Hey, what brings you back here?
Captain Beto! Actually, we've just been wandering around nearby. We didn't go far, because we were thinking about what you said and... Well, me and the boys decided we're ready to move away from all of this and get on the straight and narrow.
Oh? Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely sure.
Okay then. But I'll warn you right now, you won't have it easy. It might just be menial work in the port, but in the eyes of the general public, you'll be associates of the Crux. So there'll be a grueling test you have to go through before you can start.
I understand. I understand. Truth be told, Captain, it's only because it's you, the mighty and honorable Captain Beto. If it had been anyone else, I don't think I'd have listened. And since you made us this kind offer, I'd like to ask, if I might be so bold, is there any hope at all for us to become full members of the Crux in the future? Even the tiniest shred of hope?
Well, there's no place in the Crux for delusions of grandeur, that's for sure. But then again, everybody has to start somewhere. So, it comes down to you. If you manage to impress me and earn the respect of my crew, then yeah, nothing's impossible.
Thank you, Captain Beto. Thank you 1,000 times over. I couldn't help but notice you were searching for something else. It still hasn't turned up?
Why? Do you have any clues?
We heard about 2 treasures, both in Guaily Plains. We were still looking for the first one when you found us. So maybe the other one might be what you're looking for. Not too far from here, but I'm just not sure of the exact location. All the info we got about this treasure came from the black market. The answer's hidden inside a poem which goes like this. Drunkenly I gazed at the ruins long forsaken, and lay beneath red leaves whose branches cast a crooked shade. The dusk sun shone upon the sea as I awakened, but Guyon stood twixt weary eyes and the sight of home they crave. As for the ruins long forsaken part, I do know of some ruins near here. But beyond that line, I don't... I'm just not smart enough.
So a treasure clue hidden in a poem, huh? Don't worry, we got this. See my friend here? If they taught treasure hunting as an art form, you'd probably be calling her Grandmaster. This kind of thing's a piece of cake for her. Am I right?
Let's maybe head to the site first. I have no interest in being a Grandmaster of anything.
Okay then. Let's start by heading to the site and surveying the scene. Maybe we'll find some other clues over there.
Okay, come on boys, you heard the captain. Lead the way. These are the long forsaken ruins from the poem. Apparently they were once full of treasure. But judging by the state of them now, it's probably long gone.
It seems that we need to dig deeper into this poem. Drunkenly I gazed at the ruins long forsaken, and lay beneath red leaves whose branches cast a crooked shade. The dusk sun shone upon the sea as I awakened, but Guyon stood twixt weary eyes and the sight of home they crave. Do you have any ideas?
Maybe gaze at the ruins means the writer wasn't right here.
Somewhere you can see the ruins from. So somewhere not too far from here?
The second line means there's probably a red-leaved tree around.
Yeah, and maybe the shadow cast by the tree is supposed to hint at something.
The third line, perhaps the dusk sun has something to do with the timing?
Oh, I got it! This guy fell asleep and woke up just before sunset!
Dusk and the shadow of a red-leaved tree. I think we can work with that. Let's take a look around. I think we're getting close.
There's no end to this.
Another test.
Bellowing thunder!
That tingle?
Take this!
I got carried away.
I'm not going to take this flower. Okay. It's a flower by gravestone. I know it's... I got a heart. Well, that's nice. Is that red leaves? No, it's just in shadow. Where is a red leaf? Is it you? You kind of look reddish, kind of.
Found it! At long last, the treasure is finally in our hands. A check from the Northland Bank. You really came through. We found the spot in no time. Without your help, I don't think I ever would have gotten my hands on it.
I was expecting it to be something a little more unique. Is it worth a lot more?
Not much, but enough for an average person to survive on for a while. But there's more to this particular check than that.
That was unnecessary.
When I found the treasure map, it was tightly sealed inside a small bottle along with a letter. I'll let you read it for yourself.
If you find this bottle, I may no longer be in the world. I originally
Finished?
thought that these pirates, having their ways and means, might be able to send me back to Liyue. Which was why I got on board their ship. I never expected that. Forget it. I suppose this is what they call destiny. Before I came to Inazuma, I was worried that my old mother's place would be burgled as she lives alone, so I left a check for all the mora I've saved over these past few years, buried in the location marked out on this map. Please help me retrieve the check and exchange it at the Northland Bank. The mora will then be yours to do with as you please, save for a small portion that I would like used to pay for my mother's living expenses. Her name is Minamoto Kotomi, and she lives in the Greely Plains. Please do this for me, and thank you. I'm sorry, Mother. I found loads of those sakura blooms that could be found all over your homeland, but it's a shame I cannot send them to you. So this is the dying wish of a man who met a tragic fate, so it's the last will of a faithful son. I like the second one.
Yeah. I can't fault him for what he did, but the way things turned out... All I can say is, life is unpredictable. Well, let's fulfill his final wish by taking this check to where it belongs.
Unless it's my HDR. Still at 13 degrees, I'm sorry.
Well, this is it. Oh, boys, it's time for your first job. Give this check to the old lady who lives in that wooden hut. Tell her it's a welfare payment from the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, boss!
What's up?
I have some sakura blooms that I picked up in Inazuma. I want her to have them too.
I see. But you only find sakura blooms in certain places, right? It must have been quite a bit of work collecting all these, surely.
It's
Let's just pick one, huh? One's enough to show that you care. You've already helped me out so much today.
I have.
Okay, off you go then. Take her the sakura bloom along with the check. And if she asks, tell her, your child in a faraway land sends his best wishes.
Great. What's up with these hearts? What are the hearts about? Is it literally my health? Alright, whatever. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, would you look who's here? Alright, I'm not doing this, guys.
Ahoy there, traveler! So Captain really did invite you to join the homecoming celebration.
Hey, I heard that you took care of another crisis while you were in Inazuma. Are the rumors true?
That's what I heard, too. Thanks to you, Inazuma's Vision Hunt decree was finally put to an end. Well done, traveler.
Captain's got quite the eye for people. She said she was sure that your trip to Inazuma would stir up some waves. And sure enough...
It's a joint effort, can't take all the credit.
Look at you, being so modest. We all know what you did to protect Liyue Harbor.
I've heard that they tell stories about you in Mondstadt, too. The honorary knight. Pretty impressive.
I'd say someone of your caliber would be right at home in the cracks. Right, sailors?
That's right. Wow, I'm getting excited just thinking of being the Traveler's crewmate. Hey, what do you say we arm wrestle?
I was worried you'd be too busy to show up.
Oh, Captain on deck!
Captain, we were just trying to talk the Traveler into joining the crew.
Yeah, come on, Captain Beto. Surely you've got a way to get the Traveler on board.
Well, she's on board right now for the celebration, isn't she?
Yeah, but just one celebration together is not enough. You know what we mean, Captain.
All right, I get it now. There is something special about you, Traveler. You earned everyone's respect, myself included. So it goes without saying that the Crux would be honored to have a crew member such as yourself.
No doubt about that.
But then again, a hero like yourself doesn't just set off on a journey without some bigger purpose in mind. So should a hero really drop what they're doing just to spend day after day drifting at sea with us? Well, if that were the case, then the Crux, known for always moving forward to the next horizon, would instead be holding someone back.
Right. I guess we didn't think that part through.
Remember, rather than seeking out strong members to join us, you should be focusing on making yourselves the strongest that you can be. If we are powerful, they will come to us. Isn't that why everyone here chose to come aboard in the first place?
Yes. A strong sailor is always looking for a sturdy ship.
I guess I almost forgot the first lesson you ever taught me. Thanks for the reminder, Captain.
Just be sure you all keep that in mind. Now, there's no more need to hound the Traveler, as you were. The Traveler and I have something to discuss. I'm glad you came. Welcome back aboard.
Okay, you wanna take this, Cap?
Do I? Oh, to be honest, I don't care for that kind of reputation. I don't want people to see me like some big shot official from Yujing Terrace.
Nah, you're just a cool
But
girl.
I'll take it as a compliment. I'm glad you see me as well respected. I can't go getting too caught up in my own reputation, though. That's certainly not how the Crux made it to where we are today. As the head of the fleet, my task is to keep us on the right course, no matter how turbulent the seas may become. But then again, the crew isn't usually this riled up. It's not that they're arrogant, they're just bubbling with ambition, that's all. Their excitement today comes from their great respect for you, both your strength and your character. So please, don't take it the wrong way.
Why would I? I'm actually quite interested in the life of a sailor.
Oh, is that so? Well, it just so happens that we're doing some recruitment and training for new crew members while we're back. It'll be a first-rate chance to learn the life of a sailor. Since you're interested, why don't you come along and experience a sailor's life firsthand? I'm curious to see if you'll take the sea by storm in the same way you have on land.
Alright, Cap.
Good. Come with me. I've got something interesting for you to see.
That rhymed.
Chief Mate Juza's breaking in the newcomers, but I think we can spare you the tedium of that. After this, the new crew members will be arranged into 2 teams for more specialized training, according to their own aptitudes and the needs of the fleet. One team will learn comprehensive survival skills, including maritime emergency rescue, marine meteorology, psychological counseling, and so on. They will serve as the support team for the fleet, ensuring safe navigation. That's why we call them the Shield of the Crux.
Let's see the team version of the Crux. Let's see the team the Sphere of the Crux. Let's see the team kind of the Crux.
That's right. You catch on quick. As one might expect, we call the other team the Spear of the Crux, because they'll be learning about naval warfare.
Yeah,
They'll make up the armed portion of our crew. Also, they're responsible for handling the fleet's cargo deals. So, what do you think? Which team is for you?
Shield.
As I expected, you have a will to protect others. There are 2 main subjects that the Shield of the Crux focuses on: survival knowledge and entertainment. As I was saying earlier, survival knowledge includes prevention of injuries and diseases at sea, navigation and cartography, basic meteorology, etc. You can go learn about these skills from Genshin, Huixing, and Liushi. They're all seasoned hands in their respective fields.
I thought I would be learning from you, Cap. Their crewmates know more than you? I like that one.
Each sailor has their own strengths and weaknesses. I'm no rookie, of course, but you shouldn't underestimate the knowledge of the crew. If there's anything I'm most proud of in the fleet, it's my people. Go and get to work. I'll have some questions to test you later. I look forward to seeing how you do.
Waves are as calm as always.
Hello, traveler. I'm Yinxing, the Crux's surgeon at sea. Whenever a sailor has a health problem, they come to me. I deal with it all, from seasickness and common colds to amputations and everything in between.
I'd like to learn about treating injuries and illnesses at
Oh,
sea.
I presume the captain arranged this, correct? All right then, let's begin. First of all, let me ask you this. What do you think is the biggest danger that all new crew members face?
Seasick?
That can certainly be a problem at sea, but it's not the biggest danger. The most dangerous thing for a newcomer is to underestimate the dangers of life at sea. Oh, I have seen many new crew members who see themselves as young and fighting fit and have no regard for safety. They think that since they are tough enough to look after themselves on land, they'll be fine at sea as well. Those are the ones that always end up in the sick bay. Everyone should know that being a sailor, especially on a long voyage, is a brutal job in an unforgiving environment. We have to face malnutrition when we're short on supplies, all kinds of injuries and diseases that the harsh ocean weather can bring, and even the psychological problems that can arise due to isolation and the lack of entertainment. To make things worse, the lack of medication and treatment options at sea can result in even minor health problems becoming serious, or even fatal.
Hence the need for amputation?
Oh, you probably thought I was joking, right? Well, that's not surprising. Most newcomers think the same way. But hopefully you now realize that with a little extra precaution, a lot of these things can be avoided. Well, I think that's enough for you to think over for now. Is there anything else you would like to know?
What's Beto's view on this?
Captain Beto? Well, out of everyone I've met, she probably values people's lives and safety the most. Although I'm just a doctor, Beto has given me the full authority to send any newcomers who I don't see as fit for service off the ship until they are ready to come back with the right attitude. Every time we're stocking up before a voyage, medicine takes top priority. I'm even allowed to choose the suppliers, regardless of the price. We have adequate budget for medical expenses. Do you know what Grubber, our bookkeeper, calls this? A significant financial risk. But Beto knows the importance of having a healthy crew. That's why she has authorized me regardless. She places her full trust in me and believes that I can solve these problems. Of course, I have proven her right. So, to answer your question, that's how she thinks. Is there anything else you would like to know?
What happened to crew members who have their limbs amputated?
Are you concerned about them? No wonder Captain Beto thinks you're different. There must be more to you than just your strength. If you can convince Grubber to show you the books, you'll see there is a regular fixed cost titled Convalescence Payments and Incapacity Support for Injured Crew Members. Regardless of the fleet's income, those who have fought alongside us will certainly receive their compensation every year. Some of those that have returned to land have started small businesses, while others have chosen to go out traveling the world. The money is intended to allow them to live their lives as freely as possible. I'm sure being based on land helps a lot with that too. Still, we can't pretend like it solves everything. They call them life-changing injuries for a reason, you know. But if nothing else, it's good to know that while Captain Beto is in charge of the Crux, no one will get forgotten. Is there anything else you would like to know?
No, thank you so much.
Well, my pleasure. Okay, let's leave it there then. Be sure to take good care of your health.
Sorry about earlier, Traveler.
You're fine.
We were so caught up on getting you to join the fleet that we didn't notice we were going a little overboard. Good thing the captain stepped in.
It's okay. Teach me about cartography.
Oh! Well, in that case, you have come to the right person. I'm not just blowing smoke. You're looking at the most talented navigator in Liyue Harbor. I'll start by introducing some chart reading essentials for new sailors. Feel free to interrupt if you have any questions. Let's start with what to look for when you get a set of complicated charts. First, you should always look at any indicated shorelines, islands or reefs, water depths, hydrological conditions, and other hazards. With these features in mind, you can answer the basic question of, can I chart a safe course through this area? Visually, nautical charts are a little unique. Unlike land maps, most charts do not have a fixed scale, which means that it can be hard to precisely determine the exact distance between 2 points. The most advanced nautical charts come with a supplementary chart, which has different colored lines marked on it to indicate distances. It's worth mentioning that under my direction, the crux is using these advanced kinds of charts. Some cartographers mark out other points of interest on their charts, usually with their own special symbols. If they don't leave any accompanying notes, they can be very difficult to interpret.
For example, charts inherited from the previous navigator. Like computer programming.
Not only those, we have tattered and torn charts that we've picked up from all over the place. To be honest, it can be quite a challenge, even for me. Some of these charts are really old and have symbols that I've never seen before. But if we don't decipher them, we will certainly miss many secrets of the sea. Fortunately, we have the captain with us. She managed to find some ancient books on semiotics that I can use to study the charts further. I don't think anyone other than our captain could manage to get these kinds of resources. Old charts and ancient books on semiotics are not the kinds of things that are sold in your average marketplace. Oops, I've gotten off topic. Well, that just about covers the basics of chart reading. Is there anything else you would like to know, Traveler?
Do you experience drafting nautical charts? Did anybody else that?
Drafting charts?
No.
That's certainly a more advanced topic. To be honest, I've only attained a smattering of knowledge in that area. The charts we are using now are just revised versions of the ones left by the previous navigator. So my mapping experiences have been primarily limited to updating our charts to reflect changes in the sea. I think you can ask Captain Beto more about cartography. One time, the fleet sailed into an uncharted area by mistake. It wasn't long before we turned the fleet around and returned the way we came out for fear of potential hazards. But Captain Beto still managed to draft a simple chart of the area we sailed through for if and when we explore the area again. Incredible, isn't it? I was amazed to see that the captain could even do cartography.
Sorry, had a conversation. Then why does she need you as a navigator?
Because I have the talent, and she doesn't want to let it go to waste. She treats the whole crew that way. I initially had the same question myself. After all, in many fleets, the captain also works as a navigator. I couldn't understand her reasoning at the time, so I asked her. She just laughed and told me to wise up, saying that even Rex Lapis never fights alone. She wants everyone on board to master their role, so that the crux is not floating on her alone. That way, if the day ever comes when she's no longer with the fleet, we will still be able to sail onward without her. Captain Beto may seem aloof and even act careless sometimes, but the truth is that she's very considerate of everyone on board. Is there anything else you would like to know, Traveler?
Nope.
My pleasure. A friend of Captain Beto is a friend of mine.
Ahoy there, mateys! Time to set sail!
Ahoy, ahoy, ahoy. Okay. Yar. Aye.
Waves are as calm as always.
Hello, traveler. Are you here to learn about marine meteorology?
Oh my god, yes.
In my line of work, I've got to have a pair of sharp eyes. I saw the captain showing you around the training grounds, and then you went to see Yingxing and Huixing. So I figured that she probably wants you to get to know the life of a crew member.
Looks like Beto got the right person for the job. Wink.
Okay, let's get started. First, I'll introduce you to the basics of meteorology. Marine meteorology basically means keeping tabs on the weather as well as other ocean phenomena, so things like sea fog, storm surges, water spouts, and so on. These are all potential threats to safe navigation. Luckily, whatever weather might be coming up, there's always some kind of sign that gives it away in advance. Take water spouts, for example. They're caused by high-speed rotating winds on the surface of the ocean. They can engulf large ships and do immense damage. But if you know that water spouts can only form in an environment with high temperature, high humidity, and large clouds, then you can be well prepared. You will be even more alert if you also know that the presence of winds blowing in opposite directions, with a significant difference in speed, is a direct precursor to the formation of water spouts. And most importantly, if you spot a small white vortex emerging from the clouds, you should immediately notify the crew to steer clear of what's ahead. So there you go. Those are the warning signs of water spouts. I am proud to say that over the years, I haven't let a single one sneak up on my watch. Well, I'm good at reading the sea, but I'm not as good as the captain when it comes to reading people. Do you know the small fishing village next to Wangshuin? I heard that when Captain was a kid, she worked there fishing with the adults. Later, she made her way to the harbor where she struggled to make a living. Managing to survive in an environment like that as a kid is solid proof of the captain's capabilities. If it wasn't for her, I never would have dreamed of taking this job. She gave me confidence and told me I could do it. You may not have heard, but I'm best known outside the Crux fleet for a slightly infamous story involving me, third-round knockout, and a few too many. Who would ever have thought that the rookie sailor who fell drunk into the sea and became a laughingstock among their now former crewmates would then go on to become a lookout for the Crux? But it's the unbelievable truth. It proves that having skills alone is not enough. You need someone like the captain who is a good judge of character.
How much milk left? Do you want to save it for cereal in the morning?
Okay. Should get some. Thanks. Oh, did you take the... Thanks. But they're so cute still. Thanks for your time. I think I've learned all I need to know for now.
Find me anytime if you want to know more.
Okay. Why is this shit?
Waves are as calm as always.
So you've already finished talking to the crew, huh? I thought it would take you a while longer. So, what did you think? Well, you sound confident, but don't underestimate the shield of the Crux. Gotta admit, though, I like your attitude, kid. Okay, let's get started. First of all, life on the sea isn't always plain sailing. Injuries and illnesses happen all the time. But what is the single biggest danger facing crew members? Is that your final answer? All right, on to the second question. As you've just learned, the fleet plots its route using nautical charts. The charts used by the Crux have additional charts attached. The supplementary chart has lots of lines in various colors for added reference. What is the purpose of these lines? Okay, interesting. Now, last question. On longer voyages, we have to be especially careful to avoid certain weather hazards that pose a threat to the integrity of the ship and the lives of the crew. For example, water spouts. So my question is, how can we reliably predict water spouts so we can avoid them? Okay, those are all my questions. Do you want to know how you did? Now then, let's see. Out of these 3 questions, you got a total of 2 correct answers. Huh, not bad. After all, you didn't have much time to prepare. Plenty of people get through their whole training and still don't do this well. It seems that your survival know-how is now up to the standard required of qualified crew members. Time to move on. Next up, we have some Shield of the Crux recreational programs for you. You need to realize that being out at sea might be fun for the first few days while everything's new, but before too long, looking at the same old sea every day and being so isolated from everything can really cause people to struggle mentally. That is why regular recreational activities are an absolute necessity. We offer a lot of fun courses for our newcomer training, including fishing, photography, chess. Oh, and thanks to Kazuha, these days we also offer poetry and music appreciation, as well as communal wind listening. Each newcomer has to participate in at least one, so that they've got some way of keeping themselves occupied at sea further down the line. Of course, if you'd prefer wrestling sea monsters with your bare hands, that can be arranged. Well, for today, at least, let's stick to the training schedule drawn up by Juza. If I remember correctly, it should be photography today. Come on, I'll show you.
Listen up, everyone can go back and call it a day. The photography session has been postponed.
What's going on here, Juza?
Oh, Captain, there you are. Well, Captain, the photography teacher just sent word saying that she's fallen ill and doesn't want to risk coming in case she keels over in class.
I see. That's quite unfortunate. Oh? Quite the multi-talented one, aren't you? In that case, why don't you help us out and lead the class today?
Yeah, unfortunately, the original teacher canceled at short notice, so there's no time to schedule anything else instead. It would be great if the Traveler could step in as the teacher for the day.
It's up to you, Traveler. Great, it's settled then. Juza, let's muster everyone over here to meet the new teacher.
Yes, Captain.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, that should be everyone. Take it away, Traveler. Oh yeah? What's that? Fair enough. It seems like you already have someone in mind. So, who will it be? Me? Well, we could do that, or... Guyunstone Forest looks extraordinary today. It'd be a pity to not capture the scenery for posterity. So how about we snap Guyunstone Forest for today's class? Then there'd be no need for a model.
Come on, Captain. We talked about this. The photography class is supposed to be portrait photography. Have you forgotten? Scenery looks nice at first, but it gets boring after a while. I bet it'd keep the crew more entertained if we got them learning portrait photography so they could record moments in each other's daily lives. Those were your exact words, Captain.
Were they now? Strange. I don't seem to remember anything about that. Well, then in that case, how about Huixing? I bet she's perfect for the camera. Or Fuzhong. Or Mora Grubber. Even little Yue.
Seriously, Captain? Little Yue? You're just trying to wriggle your way out of this. This isn't like you. You are the captain, after all. Of all of us, you're the best suited to being a model.
I agree. You were the one who invited the traveler to be the teacher, so you should cooperate, Captain. Besides, Captain, you've never had your photo taken. It's high time you got one. You know, a heroic and striking kind of picture. We can even use it to promote the fleet during recruitment.
Real funny, guys. Well, if you say so. I'm not one to spoil the fun. So, what do I do now, Traveler? Like this? You're kidding, right? I've never had my photo taken before, but something this simple shouldn't be a challenge for me. It must be the lighting or something. You've got it wrong. I never said that. You mean go somewhere else, then bring the final photo back as teaching material?
Sounds good to me. That's a good idea, isn't it, guys?
The lighting may still be a problem. But I'm open to persuasion. If you have a suitable place in mind, I can consider it. Just to be clear, I won't necessarily agree. It depends on the place you have in mind. A view overlooking Liyue Harbor, huh? Sounds nice, but... on second thought, I don't have any love for a lifeless gadget like the camera. I'd prefer to be having fun together with my crew. I guess I'm used to that rowdy bunch. So, I think we can just forget the whole modeling thing for now. Sorry about that. I guess I'll owe you a favor.
Listen up, everyone can go back and call...
What's going on here, Juice?
Oh, Captain, there you are. Well, Captain, the photography teacher...
I see. That's... Oh? In that case?
Yeah, unfortunately, it would be great if the...
It's up to you, Traveler. Great, it's settled.
Yes, Captain.
Okay, that's one. Oh yeah? What's that? Fair enough. So, who will it be? Me? Guyunstone. So how about we snap?
Come on, Cap. Scenery looks... Those were your...
Well, then in that... Or Fuzhong.
Seriously, Captain? You are the captain.
I agree. Besides, Captain, we can even use it to promote the...
Well, if you say so. I'm not one to spoil the fun.
Let's try the shoal.
Well, Miaoguang Shoal is pretty relaxing. But if I want to enjoy the ocean breeze, why don't I just stay on board the Alcor and enjoy the breeze with my crew? That'd be more fun if you ask me. So, I think we can just forget the whole modeling thing for now. Sorry about that. I guess I'll owe you a favor.
Dang it. Okay. Try one more with 1, 2, and I think that's the only thing I can do.
Listen up, every...
Great! It's... Well... The fishing village near Wangshu Inn? That place is deserted now, isn't it? How do you even know that place anyway? It's tiny. I don't think I've ever seen it on a single map.
I found treasure there, I guess.
Treasure? There? I guess I missed out on that one. It just so happens that that little village is where I grew up. Now that you've mentioned it, it's given me the urge to go back and take a look around. How about we take this opportunity to pay my old home a visit? It's certainly seen better days. It was never that impressive, but at least back in the day, it was a lively village and home to several families. I wonder how long these last few old houses will remain standing.
So what exactly happened
Nothing
here?
as dramatic as you might think. A few small incidents occurred, and then people began to leave. Come on, let's take a walk around. People used to call the...
Hang on 1 second, girl.
Are you here to play with me? Let me amuse myself a little.
Over here! Blink! Thunderclap! Take this!
With them, they brought their knowledge of fishing, which had been passed down from generation to generation. I learned a lot from them when I was here. Now upriver is long gone, and downriver is all but deserted. It won't be long before no one even remembers what these places are called. To Zhong. Zhong. I barely remember this name.
Probably because you were little at the time.
You're right. I was only about 5 or 6 years old when I first arrived here. I was homeless and had to wander around the streets. I remember finally managing to find half a rice bun, but then a stray dog jumped out and snatched it away from me. Half a rice bun was not something I was willing to give up so easily at the time, so I chased it all the way to this neighborhood. Then a few fishermen saw us running and stopped me. They were kind enough to give me some food. Seeing me stop, the dog also stopped running. But straight away it keeled over and never got up again. Maybe it was too tired, or maybe it had starved to death. I went over and saw that the dog still had the half rice bun in its mouth. It didn't let go even at the very end. Poor thing. Had I known the dog was so weak, I would have let it take that half rice bun. I could tell they were wary of me at first. I was the dirty little kid who had just chased a dog to death over some scraps of food. But I got lucky. The village chief took pity on me and brought me to their home. That's how I ended up staying here.
Sorry. What made you leave later?
Do you know what the name Beidou means? Come on, I'll explain along the way. About a year or two after I arrived. During that same period, the harvest was getting worse, and the fishermen's catch was getting smaller day by day. Without the village chief to handle the situation, people began blaming each other. There were even rumors that some families had been overfishing and leaving nothing for the rest of the village to catch. But in the end, they all turned on me, saying that they shouldn't have ever taken me in. They said I was bad luck. They pointed to how that dog died on the first day I arrived. Next thing you know, the village chief dies, and then all the fish die out. They said I was a living curse, and the downfall of the village was all my fault. I told them that I didn't understand. I'm not a curse, I'm just Beidou. Then some of the villagers started shouting, and drove me out of the village. They shouted, "Nando controls life. Beidou controls death. Beidou controls death." Before then, all I knew about my name was that it had something to do with the stars. It wasn't until then that I realized that Beidou was a constellation. And the Alcor, one of its stars, was an omen of death. Here we are. This is the old house of the village chief. I bet he never expected that the little girl he took in would grow up to be seen as a curse that brought about the village's total destruction.
Hey, if you're cursed, I am too.
What do you mean?
The Animal Archon's gnosis was taken after Ivan.
Is that all?
Geo Archon's gnosis was taken after Ivan.
And let me guess. You got to Inazuma and the Electro Archon's gnosis was taken as well?
Yes.
Well, you seem to wreak havoc on a grander scale than I ever could.
Does that make you feel better?
Oh, I get it. You're trying to convince me that I'm not cursed. I appreciate it, and I'll take it. Let's not forget that the people whose names stick around are the ones who emerge from the stormy seas unscathed, and the ones who get swept away in the wind are the fledgling birds who couldn't hack it. I, for one, have never encountered a storm I couldn't weather. But your journey's far from over, isn't it? Just remember, there's no telling what else you might encounter in this vast world. So if you ever find some idiot trying to brand you as a scapegoat just because you're the one who lived to tell the tale, Tell them Captain Beto demands to have the honor along with you. Remember, you'll always have the Captain of the Crux to back you up wherever you go.
I suppose we're just two scapegoats looking out for each other.
Two cursed scapegoats banding together for survival. Sounds like a recipe for disaster, but at the same time, I kinda dig it. I'm lucky to have a friend like you. Okay, it's time to get back to our photography. Right, teacher?
You might not be in the mood.
Come on, let's not waste any time. Get it done while you can before I change my mind. So, do I need to strike a pose?
Epic pose.
All right. How about this? How about this?
Oh. Actually, I like this. Mighty. Here, look taller than the mountain. Cool.
So, is it done yet? Please don't tell me that it looks weird.
Not at all. It looks perfect. You were born to be a mama. No, it's perfect.
Show me.
Only if you promise to give it back. Only if you promise not to beat me up if you don't like it. Don't beat me up.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Now give it here. Yes. I see. All right. On behalf of the Crux, thank you very much for your photography class today. You've been an excellent teacher, and I couldn't be more satisfied. Now, as Captain of the Crux, I am exercising my official right to requisition this photograph for future promotion and recruitment purposes. So I'm afraid I'll be holding on to this. That's fine with you, though, right?
Alright, I'm gonna be done there. So let's do this. I'll go to bed soon, Ko. It's okay. Oh, she has her biscuit. God, she's gonna be crying at me. I know why. Little stinker. For a moment, I thought she cared about me. Wanted to spend time with me. How wrong I was. Really suing me. Jen! Exciting. We should. Nice! I needed a bow. Oops, not what I meant to open. Look at you and your cool bow. Ah. Right, I got new stuff from doing the trial run. Hey. Nothing new there, I guess. Right. That's new. Nothing new there. Books. I don't think I have any new books. I should do the new character story quest tomorrow. I don't remember. Yes, we had so many new tutorials. And we had new living beings. So guys aren't so bad. You're pretty cool, in fact. I don't think I'll have anything new here, because I didn't murder anything today, which I'll take as a victory. Great. Good night. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Wow, I have an outro. Isn't that so exciting for me? Slay. Bye!